So shutting down our town, it's a really special song. I mean, I got a phone call from Troy Cassar-Daley. Troy, who's like one of my dear friends, one of the great people in Australian music, fantastic musician, great guitar player, great singer, great writer. And anyway, Troy rings me. He just read Working Class Boy, I think it was, and he said, "Oh, look, this book's really affected me, and I want to write about it." You know, man, Troy came from pretty tough upbringing himself. You know, just different place. It wasn't Elizabeth. So Troy started writing the song, and I said, "Great, Troy, please write me a few," because you know he's a great writer. So Troy came to the studio, and we sat down and we nutted out, shutting down our town, and everything that Troy spoke about lyrically in the song was exactly what we felt. He'd really hit the nail on the head, and it's very unusual. It's unusual for a record like this, really, where that someone could describe and capture the feel of Elizabeth in the mid-60s without being there, and Troy managed to do it. And there's a few reasons for it. I think that whole, the Holden's plant shutting down Elizabeth, and how people, having their jobs taken away, their self-pride, because they haven't got work, they can't feed their children. That didn't just happen in Elizabeth. Didn't just happen with Holden's. It happened in Melbourne with Ford. It's happened all over the country with different factories, whether it's Newcastle with mines or smelters shutting down. People all over this country have suffered from that lack of dignity, of not having the sense of self-pride that you can support your family and that everything's going to be okay. When you start trying to scratch and claw to make ends meet, you do have this ache in your heart, and everybody's gone through it. And I think shutting down our town really captured that, particularly about Elizabeth. But I think it's something that a lot of people in this country will relate to.